It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. For the Miami Heat, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Orlando.
And you don't need to dig too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost the game. I mean, they're shooting.
Both teams will make substitutions. Warriors trailed by 3. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Maurice Spates out there with David Lee. Iguodala outside. Clock at 6. Back to Thompson. Stolen by Chalmers. Here's Dragic. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. They get Stephen.
Goran Dragic at the line for 1.
Transition. Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
The Warriors making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
Gibson for 3.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it's the machine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Lee.
Third team foul.
The kick out to Dragic. Outside Dang. Bosch dishes to Chalmers. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Chalmers with the screen for Dang. Shot clock at 6. He tries for 3, and it's Chalmers that time on the assist by Dang. Chalmers has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Warriors trail by 6. Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
All right, Doris. Green with a screen on Chalmers. He took good advantage of that screen. And it's 9 points for the machine.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
And let's take a look now at some of Chris Bosch's numbers. He's been really tearing it up on the court since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. The points have been coming for him at a prodigious rate, and that's exactly what they depend on, his scoring ability and his drive.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is, a driven player, Steve, someone who can take an opposing defense and just shatter it with his ability.
They've been getting out-muscled on the boards before coming up with that one.
Not playing tough enough. The physicality just hasn't been there yet.
Chalmers against Barnes. And Chalmers kicks to Pierce. Smith sets the pick for Pierce. The 3 from Chalmers. They get it again. Nick Roberts. Dragic with a wide open look on the mark with the 15-footer. Dragic has got 5 points so far.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Off the mark and a bad shot there. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dragic the pass to McRoberts. Kicks to Chalmers. He feeds it to Dragic. And it's Pierce in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Gibson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Hornets in Charlotte. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Here's Dragic. The shot is off. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat up by 4. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
The playoff push is on.
start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
The defense was really impressive there, guys, in that first quarter. They came out focused right from the beginning.
And, Steve, that's a big part of why they're on top right now.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Gibson in a two-guard. Barnes and Green, the forwards handle. They'll get out there with Curry. And McRoberts kicks to Whiteside. And it's Dragic off the drive.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And on top of that, they're really starting to knock down that long-range three ball tonight as well.
And Miami making a change here. Bosch is checked in. The Heat leading by 4. Dragic dishes to Bosch. And here is Chalmers. Saw him with 10 points last game. No good from Dragic. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And Miami shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And it's Chalmers that time on the assist by Smith. Chalmers has got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively. You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
The Warriors have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. The first one falls, and the Heat making a change here.
Keep shooting. The slump's got to end sometime.
And Bogut drops them both. The Heat leading by 4. Outside Dragic. Chalmers with a screen on Thompson. Dragic with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 6. Dragic the pass to Bosch. Scoop in for the Heat. Josh. There's 1:17 left now here in the second. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hi, guys. The Machine in their last game against the Hornets looked really strong. He picked up 12 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
Well, that never seems to be a problem for him, but you're right, Kevin. He has to be feeling at the top of his game right now.
Well, when you play well, it feeds confidence, and when you prepare...
Yo, what was going on tonight? I'm running free all over the court, and you didn't give me the rock.
Man, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about making sure I get my touches, yo. Move the basketball, share with your teammate, and make the extra pass so that we get easy look. Got it?
Boy, get out of my face with that, man. I do what I do with the rock for the good of this team. And I don't need nobody second-guessing me. You ain't my coach, punk.
That's that kind of selfishness I'm talking about. Get over yourself, man.
We are in Atlanta, Georgia, a home nest for the Hawks. It's an interconference matchup right here. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Hillam. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. They're among the league's powerhouse teams, presently in second place in the West.
Well, they were a fashionable pick to be one of the NBA's top teams.
In for Atlanta. And the Warriors also making a change. Spates is checked in. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, on the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Maurice Spates out there with David Lee, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Iguodala dishes to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. 8 feet away. Shot's good. Lee's got his second basket of the night.
Well, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
The Machines check in for Curry. Leaderboard of the teams with the quickest hands in the league. Second, the Warriors.
Yeah, you can't make a lazy pass against this club. I mean, they'll turn it into a steal nearly every single time. Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
No good from Gibson. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Heat in Miami.
And it's hard to point out anything that they did well in that loss. I mean, the game never got out of hand, but they were pretty shaky across the board.
And, Steve, you know how optimistic and positive I am, and I had a tough time finding anything positive either. I mean, my goodness, they did keep it somewhat close. I guess that's the best I can say at this point.
Well, what's the old saying? If you can't say something nice about someone, don't say anything at all.
And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
And reporters said they saw a bit of a confrontation involving him after last game, not between him and the other team, but actually between him and a teammate.
Well, the talk was it was about how the ball was moving, or rather how it wasn't moving. Whenever teammates start disagreeing and bickering with each other over touches, you know something is awry.
So for the Hawks, Muscala, he's checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Schroeder in for Thabo Sefolosha. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
That's a bad shot. You really hurt your team by taking a shot from that range.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Now here's Gibson. Defense right on him. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Hawks. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they really struggled shooting the ball in that game, but still came away with the win. They obviously had to pick up the slack in a lot of areas, and they did it.
Yeah, and Steve, I think that says an awful lot about them as a team when they're able to win despite shooting that poorly.
From beyond the arc and then some. Gibson's got 5 now.
I'm speechless, Kevin. With his shooting ability, that's a 1 in 100 shot.
Here's Schroeder. Goes back up, and he lays it up and in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
For 3, Gibson. Another 3 for Golden State.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
Now their offense continues to click.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Atlanta making a switch here. Max checked in. C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Golden State. Warriors leading by 10. Kicks it to Gibson, expanding his range. It's good, and Watson picking up the assists. And that's 11 points for the Machine.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Hawks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Here's Mack. No good with the triple.
Coming up.
And welcome back. It's been making some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Mike Scott. Sefolosha comes in for Shelvin Mack. And it's Teague in for Schroeder. Different look here for the Warriors. David Lee's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Green. Thompson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And the Machine subbed in for C.J. Watson. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Gibson in at shooting guard. Iguodala out there with David Lee. Then it's Curry. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Warriors leading by 10. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burton. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, guys. The Machine in their last game against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He ended with 14 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Well, as he often does, Kevin, and we'll see. Maybe he'll explode again tonight because the momentum that he took away from that game, he's got to be feeling confident.
Well, I don't know if it'll carry over, but clearly the fact that you have a high-level performance in your recent memory bank has to do you some good. And like you said, Steve, we'll find out tonight whether it continues. The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Curry passes to Gibson. There's the triple. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here is Korver, defended by Gibson. And count it, this shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Muscala, he's checked in for Atlanta. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha.